Hello and welcome to my first video of 2024 from me and my beautiful cat Tank. Today we're going to be talking about shopping for your body type in your late 20s. This is a topic that is, we're going to put it down now. Yeah. Today we're going to be talking about shopping for your body type when you are in your late 20s and you just don't know what actually looks good on you anymore. I am someone who constantly has a cupboard full of clothes and I just don't know what to wear for any event. Just to give you a bit of background information on my body type, I actually did the Kibbe body type test, which tells you which of the body types you are most similar to. There's 10 different body types. I'll put a link below of the quiz in case you want to do it yourself. I apparently have a romantic body type. So I've looked it up. The features of a romantic body type are very delicate and shorter looking. Definitely on the shorter side of things. Sloped shoulders with round edges, so not super angular in shape. Short arms and legs with delicate hands and feet that are small. That's true. Usually a full bust line with an hourglass figure. I've always said my hips and my waist is the smallest part of my body, and then I've got a bigger bust and bigger hips. Very curvy and rounded hips, and then they look voluptuous and fleshy. Examples of this body type, just to give you a little bit of context, are people like Drew Barrymore, people like Beyonce, also Marilyn Monroe, and the other one that's really common is Kate Winslet as well. So that kind of body shape, that's what I'm trying to dress for. And just to give you a little bit of background information on my height and my weight, just if that's relevant to you, I am 5'3" and 3/4", so almost 5'4" and 161 centimeters, and I'm around 70 kilos, just depending on the day. Yeah. In terms of my sizing, I usually sit at between a small to medium, and in terms of like the numbered sizing, I'm usually a 10 to a 12, just depending on the brand. So today I'm going to bring you along with me as we go to my local shopping centre and try on just a bunch of clothes and see what feels good, because I think the hardest thing is going to the shops and not really knowing where to start and feeling like you just have to be in a big rush and try a bunch of things on, and then you just end up walking out with nothing and feeling really bad about yourself. And we're not about that in 2024, so let's see how we go. Hey guys, so I just arrived at my local shopping centre and I'm gonna go inside and see what we can find. Wish me luck. Okay, so the first place I went to was Charcoal Clothing, which I'm pretty sure is an Australian clothing brand. I don't usually shop there just because a lot of their pieces are more trendy, fast fashion-y. So I don't like to buy a lot of clothes that fit into that category because I just know that I won't want to wear them in 12 months time. So I thought I'd kick it off and try a few things to start with. And I started with a black singlet and a black mini skirt, and the singlet was quite good. I really liked the neckline. It was quite curved, and that's something that they talk about a lot with the romantic body type. You really want to lean into your curves. So rather than picking like straight lined things or A-line things, you want to go with things that do have a natural curve to them, just to accentuate your body type. So the singlet did fit quite well and it was quite form-fitting, but the skirt definitely was not for me. And I have tried on a few of these skirts before and I just feel like a little bit of a potato sack in them. So we definitely left that one behind. And next I tried on some cream colored jeans, so cream denim, if you will, and they did not fit at all. I got a size 12 in these and I probably should have sized down. I don't know why, but I thought that a baggier look would be better, and I was literally swimming in them. You'll see in the clip. They probably go an extra 12 inches past my feet, and that's on being short. I got another singlet to try on as well. This one was more in a cream color, a slightly different fit. I did find it was very see-through. Again, I don't think this is a brand that I would usually shop at, just because the quality, you can definitely tell you are getting what you pay for. It is a little bit on the inexpensive side, but yeah, the quality is just very thin and you can tell it's probably not going to last very long. Next up, I tried on a cream sand colored dress, and I am just covering my nipples for this one because it is also very see-through. I really liked the shape of this one. It definitely cinched at the waist a little bit more, and I think that is definitely something that works well for my body because I do have such a small waist compared to my hips and my bust. But the top of the dress being more like a strapless situation just didn't flatter my upper half at all. Because I do have bigger arms, it does accentuate my arms a little bit more, and that is something I'm quite self-conscious of, so I didn't love that. And it wasn't super tight and supportive on the bust either, so that was definitely a little bit of a fail. Moving right along, the next shop that I went to is Glassons, and I used to love Glassons. I feel like they had a really good comeback maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, and I used to do a lot of my shopping there, but the last couple of times I've been there, I haven't found anything that fits my body type, which I do find really frustrating. So I thought I'd really take the time today to actually have a look at each piece, think about what's gonna work for my body, and yeah, I took a few things into the change room, and safe to say it didn't go as well as I'd hoped. So the first thing I tried on was a little outfit duo. I found this white flowy skirt, which I've been looking at for a while. I feel like they're very trendy at the moment, and I thought I'd pair this with a black boob tube. Didn't love it. The skirt was quite see-through, so I was a bit disappointed in that. It wasn't double lined. You could see my underwear, you could see basically everything, and the boob tube was not too bad. I mean, it wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst. Again, I feel like I was expecting a little bit higher quality, and I didn't really get that when I tried them on. So that was a bit of a shame. So the next thing I tried on was this white summery dress, and I had high hopes for this one. It had like lots of room in the bust area, and it was just a beautiful classic shape, and it had a little bit of cinching in the waist. So in my mind I was like, yep, this will be the winner. And I tried it on and it was anything but that. You can see in my face, I'm just like so not okay with how it's fitting my body. It's basically hugging every curve that I don't want it to, and it was a size 10, and usually I'm a 10 to 12 just depending on the fit, but it felt like I was wearing a size 6, like it was just tiny. And yeah, so that one was definitely a no. It was also quite see-through as well, which again, the quality, I did think it would be double lined, just being a linen dress, and it just wasn't, and that definitely didn't help the matter. It just made it feel like I was wearing a bit of a potato sack. So after this, I headed to another shop called Forever New, and I don't usually shop here because it does feel a little bit more work-weary and a little less casual, and I was definitely looking for more casual outfits and I guess inspiration for what to wear when I want to go and see a friend or go to the movies or just do something day-to-day rather than work outfits or formal attire, and that's kind of what Forever New is known for. So I didn't have high expectations, but I actually was pleasantly surprised by this shop. This first dress that I tried on was beautiful. You can see even just by the way that I'm looking in this dress, I am so much more confident than I was in the last few clips, because the color, the cut, just the way it fit my body, the quality, like it did feel like you were getting what you paid for with this dress. So I actually really love this. It cinched at my waist, it had little ruffles on the sleeves, so it just made me feel my best. It was also quite long. It was more of like a maxi dress, which is not usually what I go for, but I did find throughout the whole day, the dresses that were longer on me actually made me feel a little bit more elevated and elegant and a little less stumpy than I usually do, which was surprising to me. The next outfit I tried on was a bit of a miss. We can't win them all. It was this black singlet that had a few little ruffles on it and a pleated white skirt, and both were just not quite fitting very well. I did insert a little clip here of me talking through why I didn't like them. I wanted to like this, but it just feels like it doesn't define anything enough. It's too loose and flowy, and the neckline's not really doing anything for me. And then this skirt is just a bit too big and a bit too long. But essentially it was just because the skirt was a little bit too big and a little bit too long, which I find can be an issue if you are a shorter girly like me. And the top just didn't hug my shape at all. It was one of those tops that just like sits on you rather than fits you, if that makes sense. So yeah, both of these were misses for me, unfortunately. The next outfit I tried on was more of a work outfit. I got a little bit inspired when I was looking around the shelves, and it was this pleated black long maxi skirt, which was a little bit too big for me, unfortunately, but I did really like how it fit my body. And I paired it with this black shirt that had a few little ruffles on the sleeves as well. You can sense a theme here with the little ruffles. I didn't mind this shirt. I did like the neckline. It was a little bit more curved, which again is something you're supposed to go for with a romantic body type, but yeah, I think the fit was just a little bit awkward for me. This next dress, this black one, was beautiful, and I really, really wanted it, but they only had it in a size 12, and I did feel like it was a little bit big, but I really just loved the fit and how it kind of was tight through the chest and then just kind of flared out. It was really, really flattering, and it just made me feel really confident. This last dress that I tried on was another maxi dress in this lovely brown color. And I usually don't go for seamless options, but this just felt really flattering on me. And I think it was the length of it being a maxi dress again, and the color kind of just went with my eyes and my hair. So I was just feeling myself in this dress. Nothing too crazy, but I think just the quality and the material really made me feel good. And by this point, I was definitely feeling a bit exhausted. I was like, it is time to get some caffeine in me if we're gonna keep going. So I stopped for a little coffee and a little snack before we went off to our next shop. So the next store I was super excited to go into, it's called Sabo Skirt, and I love the look of this store because it is so bright and fun, and they have just such cute, unique pieces. So every time I walk past, I think, oh, I've really got to go in there and try some stuff on. So today was the day. And I tried on these two green pieces. The shorts were just like some linen summer shorts, and I really liked the way they fit. The top, however, didn't fit as well as I'd hoped. It was this very unique long sleeve top with some cutouts in this lovely green color, and I really wanted to love it because it was so beautiful, but it just didn't work for my body. And unfortunately, sometimes you really do just have to go, okay, objectively, this doesn't suit my body. It's not my body's fault. It is what it is. It's made for someone else. I will go find something else that fits my body better and move right along. So that's what I did. And at this point in the day, it started raining outside, which I was really annoyed about because this shopping center is half outside, half inside. So I did have to make a little dash to my next location, which was Uniqlo. And I do have a little bit of a love-hate relationship with the Uniqlo. I love the idea, I love their clothes. Sometimes I do find they just don't fit well on my body. I think sometimes my curves are just a little bit too curvy for some of their clothes, but that's okay. I still gave it a red hot go and I tried a few pieces on. And the first one I actually really loved. And again, I do see this more as like a work piece. It is a black dress and it is just a very classic style. Not a lot going on. It's got quite a lot of stretch, which is nice. It is very tight on the upper half and then just flares out in the lower half, and I think that style just really suits my body quite well, and I did feel really good in it, so definitely loved that one. The next piece that I tried was this white puffy long maxi dress. It had I guess ruffled tiers, and I really thought I would like this dress because I do like this style and I do have a lot of other pieces that are quite similar, but I think it just didn't hug in the right places. Again, I think my bust was just a bit too big, but because I'm quite short, it just was a bit out of proportion in terms of the length as well, so that one unfortunately had to go back. The next outfit that I tried was some black pants and a white work shirt. I picked this up because, again, I got a little bit inspired in terms of their work collection, and I thought, oh, okay, maybe I'll find some things that I can wear to the office as well as, you know, on the weekends. Unfortunately, again, the top was quite sheer and see-through. You can see my bra through it, and the pants just didn't really fit my, I guess, my body shape in terms of my bottom half. I think I found that the more flared pants tend to suit my body a little bit better than the straight cut. So that was everything that I tried on at Uniqlo. Unfortunately, not a huge success there, but as you can see, I did also pick up a moon bag, which is something that I've been wanting for a really long time. I just love the style of them. I got this corduroy white version and I plan to use it in my upcoming trip to Japan, so I'm super excited about that. And that wraps up everything that I tried on today to attempt to style my body type. I hope this was super helpful for you guys. I definitely learned a lot. I definitely learned that I really enjoy when outfits cinch in at the waist and then flare out. I think that's very flattering on my body. And I definitely learned that some of the more trendier pieces really don't work towards my body type, and that's totally okay. I just have to find the pieces that do work towards my body type. And I kind of like that anyway, because then I'm not always following the crowd. I can start to have my own style and fashion sense without feeling like I have to keep up with every single trend that's going on. And yeah, I think I definitely found some pieces today that really made me feel good about myself, and that's what this whole thing was about. So thank you so much for coming along with me, and I will see you guys in the next video.